You actually end up doing a lot of work with animal organizations.
Yeah.
Since then. And people thought it was just a PR stunt, but you really took it seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at what you were ultimately convicted of, and, I watched the 30 for 30, and where you grew up, dogfighting was just regular. No one cared. Cops would look the other way. All your friends did it. But when you look at what you know now.
All my friends didn't do it, though. All my friends.
Okay, but people in your neighborhood did it.
No. Yeah, it was
people in the neighborhood. I'm not saying it's your friends, but people in your neighborhood did it. It wasn't considered a big deal. But now, when you're 40-something years old and you went through what you went through, and you understand the seriousness of it, and you've given back, how do you feel about that whole situation?
I feel like everything happens for a reason in life, and I really feel like I want to do more in terms of helping change laws. I've already went to Congress and helped pass some laws, but it really was no law for dogfighting within itself. So I still think that's something that needs to be paid attention to. Now you got the Spectating Act, and I don't know if you've seen the laws that we passed.
Yeah.
But
you helped pass those laws.
Yeah, for sure. But I was sentenced for interstate commerce, so I was always like conflicting in my mind, like for just had to find something. But it was okay. It was cool, man. I understand how it go. I understand how things work sometimes. Sometimes life ain't fair. But if I'd have knew, I probably would have, stayed away from everything. These are laws, and you can't do that. But it wasn't. So it is what it is. Became a better person behind it and helped raise a lot of awareness to animal welfare.
I mean, the group of friends that you had during the time, the NFL kind of looked down on it. They would call them the posse, and, your coach would sometimes talk to some of your friends about, hey, you got to look out for Michael Vick and so forth. Do you still have that same group of friends, or did you have to separate after a while?
No, I still got some of those friends, man. Some guys are like around and some guys aren't for certain reasons. And, try to connect and be on the same page with people who, like, I'm on the same parallel with, and, value the same things I value. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a good group that I'm around now, and, definitely more conscious of day-to-day decisions and judgment now. So definitely a different realm of life.
So what's coming up next for you?
We got a lot, man. Got some documentaries about to come out.
Right, you have a documentary about the evolution of black quarterbacks.
Well, that's not the title of it, but it's centered around changing the game, black quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, dual threat quarterbacks, and how we got to this day where we see guys like Patrick and Lamar and Jalen Hurts, and really dominating the game now. And so now we're in the point and in a position where if you don't run the football as a quarterback, you probably won't make it. You better pull it down 3 or 4 times a game. So just paying homage to that and how far the NFL has come, giving them a lot of credit for, general managers, owners, taking a stance and believing in us and giving us opportunity. So that got my own project I'm working on, about to drop V7 apparel, got a new shoe coming this year, the Vic 6 coming this year. So a lot of good things, man, I'm excited about.
Okay.